See the Y button down there? Sell all junk. Boom. 14. Every game should have this. If you don't have this, you're doing it wrong. I think, apart from that, there are some weapons I'm going to want to try and break down. Although I might, let's be honest, I might not ever need to use these. Because what I've observed is that I get more, the weapons I get are more than good enough, so I don't see why I should even bother doing that. And the blacksmith forge. Do want to loot the chest. Let's see what I can do. I don't need to really repair anything yet, do I? No, see that up there? It's 11 by 18. Okay, that's probably going to be something I have to repair. Okay, I can use a repair kit, which is actually in my inventory, but I'm not going to want to use that, and I'll show you why. Hit repair kit. I'll keep that for when I'm not here. For when I'm basically out in the open, I can't do this. But I thought, what's her name? Repair. Actually, let me do a check on something. So I'll probably have to repair the staff. The others I'll worry about later. It's kind of expensive though, but you'll get plenty of gold to pay for this while you're fighting. Weapons. I don't really need any of that, do I? Nah, not really. I'll need it later, but not now. Okay, so I've basically done what I need to do. Now I'll walk away. Use this forge. Salvage. What can I salvage? I don't want to, well, I'll salvage this. Watch this. Because I don't really use the bow anyway. Too slow. And what did I get? I got bindings, fulcrum, and rivets. What can I use those for? Let's try crafting. So what will I need? Well, let's say I want chakrams. Well, I can't make chakrams without a core and a handle. I have a fulcrum, and I have that little thing, that little handle, whatever you call it, little binding. So I'm going to need that for the chakrams, but I'm still going to need a handle and a core. What else has a handle? Check out that symbol right there in the middle. The second one from the left. That, a scepter. They need a handle too. So if I had a scepter, I can break down a scepter. Maybe I can get a handle out of it, and I can use it to make a chakram or a scepter, and vice versa. Great swords and long swords require long sword cores and hilts. So hilts you can use for great swords and long swords. Daggers. They use hilts for some reason, but so if I got rid of all my daggers, I can use them to basically make a sword if I had some kind of core to go with it. I can break down a bad sword and maybe use the blade from a long sword and the hilt from the dagger to make a long sword, a better long sword, that kind of thing. Staves, staff, core, and a shaft. What else has a shaft? I'm not going to make the joke. I'm just not. I'm not going to do it. To create this item. Okay. So you get the idea. I don't have enough to really make anything, but I have enough to get some Fade Blades going, but I don't have a Fade Blade. We'll get those later. No one's selling any that I know. And will they let me take this? No bad red hand. That means I can take these. Which means I probably didn't have to do the birch thing. Like this. Yeah, see, I can make another staff, because they gave me enough to do it with. Let's see. I can make a flame rod for no money? Okay. Combine this with other support components for crafting weapons and armor, but that's fine. Let's make this. Flame shaft with extra burning. Weak rivets, which I got from something else. I forgot what. And look at that. A much better weapon than what I have, I'm pretty sure. We'll call it a... Yeah, okay, we'll get fancy. We'll call it a T-staff. Because everything that I name has to have T in it, so I know that I named it. But let's be honest, this is completely cosmetic. Okay, I've successfully crafted an item. Let me go back to my inventory. I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. Yeah, see? I didn't even have to waste my money doing that other staff. I could have used this was objectively better. I objectively made a better weapon than the one I have. So we'll flip it. And I'll probably use it to make another staff later. In fact, let me break it down, so to speak. As we used to say back in the day, we'll salvage a crude birch staff, weak rivets, and a flame rod. I'll use that later. The rivet could probably be handy for something else. Inventory, I got plenty left, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. See? While I'm here. See? I get gold from those. 41 gold, wow. So I gold. I usually don't get that much when I break everything. Okay, see, I can break the boxes, but I can't incinerate the flour. We're not going to talk about that. Okay, stepping out to the Waboo yonder. Still recording, right? Yep, we're good. 3504, 5, 6 on the DVD recorder. I won't be able to get very far in this recording. This is just a test anyway, to be honest. But I'm going to head on to one of those waypoints, see if I can get another fast travel point set up. You'll be able to see a lot more combat along the way. So I'm done messing around with this nonsense. I've done everything I need. Well, I haven't found any chakras yet. Is there a shop here? Let me just look for a shop on here. Local map. I zoom in, not that much. Special delivery, healer, merchant. Okay, so we'll go to the merchant. Go north and west. Okay, I think I just missed that. Okay, was I just at the merchant, actually? I think I was just at the merchant. I was in the same place. Yeah, I was in the same. Yeah, the merchant was in the same place. Whatever. Anyway, I got enough weapons. I'll get some more later. I got 2 weapons. That's really all I need. They're full. They're not worn down. I got my daggers. I can sneak around actually and use daggers too, but I almost never have to use that. My shield I never use, to be honest. I got my magic over there with the right trigger. Keep forgetting what button to press. We'll fix that later. Let's see. Someone's over here. We'll zap them. Well, fine. We'll just use our staff. See? Easy peasy. Of course, this is the hard difficulty level, so if I had 3 or 4 enemies, I can get very much overwhelmed. So I try not to overdo things at this difficulty level. There's something over there with that white circle east of here. Let me see what that's about. Whatever he said. You'll die without me. There's the treasure. And that is definitely a waypoint. I remember seeing that earlier. So I can follow him if I want. I'll follow him around so I can get some more waypoints here. But here we go. I'll follow this guy to the falls, which is fine. He'll open up something later. In fact, he's going to open up another quest. See? There'll be some enemies around here that we can fight. He'll help me fight them, which is a good thing, which is why I'm keeping him around. Like in Skyrim, if you can get help, use it, because he'll distract enemies. He'll help me fight off some enemies. I don't remember what I just picked up. I'll get the menu button later. Inventory. See, that was pretty painless. I had a good weapon to help me out there. I use the daggers later if I want to show off, but the daggers were fast, but the range attack that I get from this thing is way better, so it's definitely worth using the staff instead of the daggers. So if I really need to get some speed, I'll use the daggers again. I can't really sprint here because I'm following this guy. Or at least he's not walking like in those dumb Mordor games. Again, once I get some hidden chests here, I'll make, look, there. I'll use my magic. See, the bear's attacking him, not me, which is good. Which is I could probably sneak up on him. No, he's... Yes, technically a stealth attack, I guess. But the red eye means that he can see me. That's okay, because I did more damage by getting from behind him than taking him head on. I used the daggers to kind of finish him off, but again, I probably could have done a lot more damage if I had just, you know... Oh, there's my magic area. I'll use my staff to clear out. Whoop! And I got greedy. Dude, fight for me. Jeez. Make yourself useful. And, yep, okay, I put down my shield for some reason. Again, if you're slow, at the hard difficulty level, if you're slow, these guys will do some damage. But you know, if you're paying attention, you'll actually get challenged every now and then, at least in this early stage, so that's good to know. Again, once you get the chakrams, things get a lot easier, but don't have any yet, okay. I'm not going to go inside, I'm just going to say, okay, I got the fast travel point unlocked. I'll come back to that later.